The employee was trying to lure me in. His look wasn't normal, and his voice wasn't reassuring. I asked him about the bathroom, and he pointed to a dim hallway behind a door with no sign. I walked in, thinking I was just going to take care of a human need. But the truth is, I was walking into a carefully set trap, a door to a place that should not exist, a place where no one can see you, even if you're standing behind clear glass. This happened 2 days ago. I was with my brother and my father at the immigration office in Hong Kong, finishing some paperwork. I'm a 20-year-old girl, and I'm not a local resident of Hong Kong. Time was getting late, and my father suggested we take the bus back to our area so we could eat before the restaurants closed. Halfway there, my brother suggested we get off at a certain station and look for food nearby, so we agreed. As soon as we got off, I suddenly felt a strong urge to use the bathroom. My brother pointed to the nearest fast food restaurant visible on the street. We rushed toward it, and that was the biggest mistake we made that night. We went inside, and my father and brother waited on the ground floor. I assumed that if the bathroom wasn't downstairs, it must be upstairs. I walked up the stairs, scanning with my eyes for any sign that could indicate a bathroom. I moved with anxious steps. One of the workers noticed me. He was watching me as if he expected me to disturb him. I asked him about the bathroom, and he replied, "The bathroom, through that door, then turn left and take the elevator up." He pointed toward a dark brown door with no sign on it. The door gave off an eerie feeling, but since he was an employee, I assumed he knew what he was saying. I opened the door and slipped into another world, a dark and terrifying world, with cold air and no lighting at all, like a back room. The noise vanished. The chaos and commotion downstairs completely faded away. I found myself in a dim corridor lit only by faint white bulbs. The walls were worn down, and the floor looked like it hadn't been cleaned for ages. The place was completely empty, filled with a mood of gloom and loneliness. I moved forward, as he said, to the left, and found an old elevator. It seemed like this abandoned corridor led to a shopping mall, something not uncommon in Hong Kong. I pressed the elevator button, but as soon as the elevator doors opened, the same worker stepped in behind me, carrying a nearly empty black trash bag. I didn't say much, just asked, "Which floor?" He pressed button number 2. He didn't answer me. I felt like he was hiding something. Inside the elevator, silence grew heavy. I glanced at him out of the corner of my eye. He was wearing a mask. One of his eyes looked straight ahead, the other looked in a different direction. He had a noticeable lazy eye. Suddenly, he spoke in a low voice. He said a word in Japanese. It meant, "You're beautiful." Blood froze in my veins. I felt like he was hiding something. I thanked him quietly, not wanting to provoke his anger. I started questioning myself. Did I even still need to use the bathroom at all? We reached the second floor. I was expecting a small mall, lights, movement, but the doors opened to a narrow hallway, dark, silent, lined with locked doors on both sides. No sign of anyone, no sounds. The place felt like an abandoned building, half offices and half old apartments. We stayed in the elevator for a moment. He gestured for me to step out, like he was going to follow me to show me the bathroom. My whole body went into emergency mode. I said to him, "Sorry to trouble you. You don't need to bother. Just point me to it, and I'll go alone, I promise. He pointed to the right and said, "This way." His words felt strange, and his voice, there was a coldness to it, like he was hiding something. I thanked him and walked in the opposite direction. I was only looking for a way to stall, to pretend I went to the bathroom, then come back. I passed by locked doors, each one more terrifying than the last. The place felt like a maze, and there were no bathroom signs anywhere. A strange curiosity came over me. I thought about opening one of those doors, just to see what it was hiding behind it. The curiosity was killing me. I slowly walked toward one of those locked doors. My hands were trembling. I reached out and grabbed the handle, but it was strangely cold, cold like someone was standing behind it, watching me in silence. In that moment, I didn't hear anything, but my heart screamed. I pulled my hand back quickly, like something was about to devour me if I opened that door. I ran away, terrified, running with no direction, just searching for a sign, any bathroom, a way out of this nightmare. I felt like he was trying to get me lost, so I wouldn't know how to get out of this place. My phone rang. It was my brother calling, angry, asking where I was and why I was taking so long. I tried to calm him down, told him I was done, and that I had just gotten lost in the hallways, but I think I found the exit. At that moment, I was shaking. My breathing was uneven. My heart was racing. I no longer needed the bathroom. I just wanted to get out, now, immediately. I focused, retraced my steps, walked lightly, and found the elevator. I pressed the button over and over again, hard. The elevator door closed with a slow, irritating creak, and I returned to the ground floor. But by mistake, I walked forward instead of turning right. And there, I found 5 doors in a row, facing a large clear glass panel. Behind the glass, people were eating in the restaurant. I could see them, but none of them noticed me. The glass from their side was just a mirror. I backed away in fear, retraced my steps, took the right path, went back through that door, and re-entered the world of McDonald's. The worker was gone. I rushed down the stairs. I saw my brother and father. My father asked if I was okay, because my face looked pale. I told him, "I'll explain everything once we're outside." I asked him if he saw the worker I described, mask, lazy eye, tall. He said he hadn't seen any worker when he came up to look for me. Something broke inside me. The worker, he was still up there on the 2nd floor. Then my father said something that made my blood run cold. "Don't tell me you went into that elevator." "I went in for a bit to look for you. That place is terrifying. Why were there so many locked doors and that glass wall?" The place had a cold, quiet, terrifying atmosphere. I felt something unnatural, so I left. And keep in mind, my father is a large, strong man, not someone who scares easily. So imagine how I must have felt. I'm just a small, weak girl. I will never go to the bathroom alone again. And that restaurant, it will never look the same to me again.